Hi, welcome to Professor Kev Show. I got my friends with us from Leap Onward tonight. Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm Sadhana, and I'm a sophomore at Carroll High School, and I'm really excited to be here today.
I didn't hear you, sister.
I can't hear her either.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Hi, welcome to Professor Kev Show. I got my friends with us from Leap Onward tonight. Welcome to the show. Just take a second, introduce yourselves, and tell us a little bit about Leap Onward.
I'm Sadhana, and I'm a sophomore at Carroll High School. And I've had these ideas for a couple years or so, along with my sister, and I'm really excited to be on today's show to talk about it.
Hi, I'm Senna. I'm a seventh grader at Carroll Middle School, and yeah, we've been doing this since we were kids, so it's nice to be able to share it with other people online.
All right,
And
so let's talk a little bit about Leap Onward. What is it? What are you doing?
so the overall overview of what Leap Onward is we're trying to help teens who have faced similar struggles as we have, which I'll get into a little bit later. And we're trying to help them realize their purpose and then expand on it. And we've adapted a lot of different techniques, and we're looking into how to tailor it towards teens so that they can have all of these materials and resources laid out for them whenever they have the time and whenever they are able to look into it.
So give us an example. What are some of the things you're helping people with then?
So, for example, this year has been a lot of groundwork for us where we've been going out and assessing the interest that people have in what we're trying to do. And so, for example, um, we've been conducting mini boot camps with kids who wanted to learn Python and who wanted to learn how to speak in public. And we've been introducing techniques such as habit formation to help them understand how to gradually and slowly build up these skills so that they're able to operate subconsciously and really achieve their main goals without putting in extra effort. Because for myself, this is where the biggest problem stemmed. And this is actually what my inspiration for working on this initiative was. Because when I was younger, I was terrified for the transition from middle school to high school. And I didn't even want to think about going to high school. That's how scary it was for me. And during the course, I discovered that having fun and putting meaningful effort didn't have to be mutually exclusive. But I was really fortunate to have all of those techniques to do that, mainly because of my dad, because he had been learning for years and years all of these techniques about habit formation, the mentor mindset, and all of these different things to help me out, both from a parental perspective and what I myself had to do. But of course, that's not every kid has a dad like mine, which I'm so grateful for. And when I was looking around, I realized that a lot of these things that I knew how to do wasn't because it was like something I was born knowing. It was my dad helping me, but other kids didn't have that. And so we wanted to help those kids learn how to do it because these are really lifelong skills.
Now, are you teaching these classes in person? Are they online? How are you doing it?
So in the because we're trying to first assess the interest, we've been going around in our sort of community area. We even went out to Austin to see how people accepted this information and how people felt it would help them. And we got a lot of positive feedback. And the goal right now is to continue gathering people who would be interested in this, in both volunteering, teaching, and learning this. But after we've done that, we want to expand this more because doing stuff just in person isn't going to be sustainable, especially once my sister and I go off to college. So we're trying to move this more online so that we can have all sorts of learning modules and eventually even an AI agent tailored on these techniques that we've discovered, such as the synergistic mindset um, by David Yeager from UTA, so that it can be really accessible and sustainable for everyone.
That makes sense and stuff. Like you said, it's how we can scale. As a professor, I really like that you're helping students in all areas, but especially public speaking. When we have that part of class where they have to get up and make a presentation, it's a tough day for me because I just see how uncomfortable my students are, and you feel horrible like putting them through that, but it's a life skill that they need and stuff. So by having your course, if they can get past that, then they come to class and it's just going to be so much easier and stuff. So crystal ball time, what's the future hold? What are you hoping to be able to accomplish? You talked about it a little bit, but what else?
I just wanted to clarify one thing. Our initiative isn't specifically geared towards public speaking. That's just been sort of a side branch that we've been looking into to see how we can apply our techniques in those areas. So our techniques are more so based off of emotional intelligence because there are three main pillars to Leap Onward. There's the neuroscience, then the emotional intelligence, and then the artificial intelligence. So the neuroscience enables us to understand why teens' brains function differently and how to tailor your techniques towards it. Because you may have heard that your brain is constantly developing until 25. And for the most part, that's in the prefrontal cortex, which handles functions like time management, goal directed persistence, and emotional awareness, all of which are really important. And people expect teens to function at the highest level on that, but right now it's not always possible. And um, these skills are quite hard to develop because of the lack of materials, despite their lifelong relevance. And in order to do that, to help them develop those skills that are based on emotional intelligence, we wanted to create an AI agent, which is going to be able to use mentor mindset techniques, such as the synergistic mindset intervention by David Yeager, to help teens in this critical period. Because between 12 to 18, teens are generally developing their identity. And so that's the time period where they absorb the information the most as well, because young people are sort of like sponges. So we're trying to take advantage of that to help them really discover their passion and expand on it, because that is our end goal. It's to help people really become the person that they want to be and do the things that will fit with the identity that they have.
To talk a little bit more about some of do you have certain courses that you're offering right now? You mentioned going out in the community and asking for feedback. What's been the feedback? What do they want to learn, I guess is my question.
Yes, of
Southern,
course.
can I take this one if you don't mind?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so actually just a week ago we finished wrapping up a beginner Python course with some students from a school in India, and we asked them to fill out this form and we got like a ton of messages from them just talking about how they liked that the teachers were more interactive and soft and that. So I think it's been just learning that, I don't know, like you have to be kind and engaging to students while also like still teaching. But yeah.
Interesting that you say that because I literally did a video on this the other day about empathy. As a professor now, you need to have empathy. When I was your age, we didn't even know what that was. But now, if you don't have that, you can't really be an effective anything without having empathy and understanding that things are going to happen. I like that you're really focusing, on emotional intelligence and the importance of that. Because again, when I was your age, I didn't know anything about that. That would have been helpful to know, just controlling your emotions in the workplace, not, getting upset and stuff. Would have saved us a lot of grief if we knew about that back in the day. So as you go forward, what's the best way for people to reach out to you if they like to learn more, volunteer, and help you expand this idea?
The best way to would be to email us. We're at leapon.outreach@gmail.com, or to check out our LinkedIn page, and which is going to be Leap Onward. And as we move forward, we'll start to put more information on our website about how to contact us, as well as the content that we'll be offering, which will be at leapon.org.
Awesome. I appreciate you both taking a few minutes to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. We're so glad to be here as well.